Hello everybody, I am back with my week 1 results. Did I lose any weight? How did it go? Was it hard? Watch the rest of this video and find out. Hey there, it's Nicole. I am back to talk about my first week of fasting, week 1. If I had to use one word to describe it, I'm not gonna lie, that word would be hard. I'll get into the details in a second, but first I just wanted to go over the data pieces. I did my fast from a Monday to a Sunday, and my longest fast during the week was 24 hours and 3 minutes, which I thought was pretty impressive. And my shortest fast of the week was 16 hours and 37 minutes. And that was a day where I was out with my son, and we had a birthday party, and I just wasn't going to miss out on the festivities. So that's how I'm trying to implement fasting, is just to make it flexible. You do the best I can on the days where it's really easy to have a prolonged fast, and on days where I would have to sacrifice, to try not to sacrifice, because that's where I think it starts to feel like a diet and restrictive and all those good old things. My average fast length for the week was about 20 hours a day, and I thought that was pretty good. The next figure I'm sure you're waiting to hear is, did I lose any weight? And drum roll, I did. I lost 1.1 pounds. So I feel good about that. That's obviously motivating and makes you want to keep going. I will say, since I'm filming this a couple days into week 2, that a lot of that drop came early on in the week. So clearly the fasting jolted my body, and my body was like, what are you doing? But then it quickly figured out what I was doing, maybe, because I'd say the last 4 to 5 days I've been like the same weight. So totally static, which makes me a little leery about what's going to happen in week 2, but time will tell, right? We'll see that soon enough. So that's the data. If there's anything else you want to know, or anything I've forgotten, like from a data standpoint, just let me know and I'll make sure to start tracking it from here on out. But that's that part. So how did it go? As I said earlier, hard was kind of the word. And when I say hard, I basically mean that cream in my coffee in the morning when I was dirty fasting was doing way more for me than I realized, because when I cut out the coffee, those first few days, I feel like I was like starving the entire time until I opened my window. It was way harder than it had been. I'm not sure if you remember from the other video, but I had been dirty fasting, having cream and stevia in my coffee, and that was making me be able to do 20+ hour fasts easily without being hungry, like super easy. So this was definitely a whoa, what's going on here situation, because I was so hungry. I kind of did set like an 18-hour minimum, though, as you'll see from my shortest fast last week, 16.5 hours, I wasn't like holding myself to it. It was just sort of the daily goal. And many days, I think 4 of the days during the week, at like just over 18 hours, I was like eating because I was hungry. Thankfully that did eventually subside. And the hunger did get a little more manageable. So I think this week 2, is going to be much easier from that standpoint. The other thing I noticed that I kind of like, and I didn't necessarily do this intentionally, but I noticed, because I've been having shorter eating windows, right? If I have an average of a 20-hour fast, that means I've got an average of a 4-hour eating window. It's like basically I'm eating like 2 meals in that time frame, and I wasn't snacking in between. And I'll be honest, most of my life I've been a grazer, and I'm not doing that, because the first meal I eat, I'm full enough, and by the time I have to eat again, I eat again, and there's just no snack in between. So I think that's actually kind of a really cool side effect, if you will. Because if you're looking at this from an insulin resistance standpoint and trying to heal insulin resistance, the less often you eat, the less chances to obviously spike your insulin and do all of that. So I feel excited about that. I hope that's continues to be a part of this journey. And other than that, I don't really feel like there's much more to report. The first days were hard. It definitely got easier. It's getting easier. I had progress, so I feel motivated. I felt good outside of being hungry. I felt good. There was no lightheadedness. Oh, there were headaches, but I expected that. I'm pretty sure that was caffeine withdrawal. But those are gone. Again, it was just those first few days that really got me. But now I feel like I'm cruising. I am ready. I'm excited about the rest of week 2 and beyond. So anyway, if there's any questions you have, anything you're experiencing, I would love to hear what you guys are going through. Is this the same type of experience you had? Did you see your weight flatline really quick, like mine seems to be doing? Anyway, leave any messages you have or any stories you want to tell in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys. And see you in week 2. Bye.